Hello trader, I'm going to do a complete multi-time frame analysis of three important JPY pairs giving currently significant trading opportunity: CHFJPY, AUDJPY, and EURJPY. Now, first of all, I'll look at CHFJPY starting with the monthly time frame to see overall picture in the market. Now, from the monthly, we can see that CHFJPY is a long-term bullish market. As you can see, this is a significant bullish market. Started its move from this monthly doji in this historically bull market, created this strong monthly impulse. Now if we look at the overall market structure on this one, we see that this is a long-term bullish market creating series of higher high and higher low. Now previous months we have seen CHFJPY has formed a very long bullish engulfer. Now with that bullish engulfer creation, we saw that this month, once the market opened, immediately the bulls has bought this market. After creating an overextended market, now we see that CHFJPY coming down for a deeper pullback that can give us a trading opportunity. Now we can level out this monthly support, which where the market open. What I think that CHFJPY, after breaking this monthly support, we can expect another bounce to the upside, as this is a very strong bullish market. Now if you look at the weekly, we can see that the market in fact has also showing significant bullish momentum. With this doji, there was a strong impulse. Now the price is coming down for a deeper pullback. Now you can see that this impulse on the weekly is quite significant. We might see, even after testing the weekly opening and closing, we could see another bounce to the upside on the lower time frame. Previous week we saw there was a significant liquidity gap along this way, signaling potential further move to the upside from the weekly perspective as well. Now if you look at daily on CHFJPY, today is where the market is coming down for a pullback, giving another opportunity to go long on CHFJPY. You can see back to back 2 days was very long, strong bullish candle. This is the bullish engulfer on the daily on CHFJPY that in fact has crossed all this high from this long candle, followed by this one also a narrower candle, which is in fact a continuation pattern. And today we saw that after breaking the high, the price coming down for a deeper pullback. What I think that CHFJPY might break this daily low, and then we could see the market again creating another impulse to the upside. Looking at further lower time frame on the intraday, we see that CHFJPY, this is the level that we have drawn, which is the weekly opening and closing, and also there is a narrow doji along this zone. What I think that CHFJPY highly likely that in that move the price may come back down, which is highly likely to happen, to break this low of this red doji, as there is a huge liquidity in that zone. Once the liquidity will trigger, we could see CHFJPY again bouncing to the upside for another move to create a new higher high. So this is the zone that I will be waiting to enter CHFJPY. As soon as we will find suitable entry in that move on CHFJPY, we will consider going long with a high probability trade setup with our students. Now, looking at is Aussie yen, let's see what kind of price action we have. Now, Aussie yen, looking at the monthly time frame. Now, from the monthly perspective, we can see that Aussie yen currently also bullish. The previous months we have seen that Aussie yen has formed this bullish candle. This is a long-term bullish market as well. A huge impulse correction. So we saw that historically this is also a bullish market. Now previous months Aussie yen has formed this narrow candle on this previous support zone, followed by this months, as soon as market open, we saw initial an impulse during the news. We saw that Aussie yen has created a new higher high. Now the price is coming down for a deeper pullback like all the JPY pairs. What I think that Aussie yen also highly likely to come back to this monthly support, and then we could see another bounce to the upside. If we look at the weekly, we can see that Aussie yen previous week has formed this pin bar, which in fact a strong bullish price action. It has a huge liquidity from this support, a textbook pin bar giving a potential sign for a change of trend from this local downtrend to merging with the global uptrend on Aussie yen. Now, as you can see, when the market was breaking, the price has left a level here. Let's look at on the lower time frame where we can find that. Now this is the daily time frame where you can see that level on Aussie yen. This is the daily support here. We can see the market bounced from this level, created this impulse, has corrected to the same level of support. Again another bounce, has come back to the same level. We saw that this break to the downside is a pure liquidity grab, and with that liquidity gap, Aussie yen now has broken out of this support zone. We can expect Aussie yen to come back down to test that long-term support as a support and complete an inverted head and shoulder, and then to reject to the upside to create a new higher high. So this is the daily level that we can expect Aussie yen to come back down and to test this level to give us a potential entry opportunity. Now, if we look at an intraday time frame for a potential entry, we see that this is where there is the previous support zone along this doji. This is where I will be waiting for an entry like the CHFJPY. As soon as we will see the market is along this zone, giving us a strong rejection from the bottom, according to the rules of our strategies, we'll consider going long on Aussie yen with a high probability trade setup with our students. Now let's look at Euro JPY. Now Euro JPY, as you can see, like all the JPY pairs, this one also from the monthly has created an overextended market, and then the market is coming down for a deeper pullback. Now with that pullback, we can expect Euro JPY to come down for pull back to the lower time frame to give us an entry opportunity. Now bigger picture perspective on the monthly, we can see that Euro JPY creating series of higher high and higher low. This is a long term bullish market, and previous months we saw that there was a huge liquidity grab with this doji, and the market has broken to the upside followed by this monthly bullish engulfer. Now what do we see that here on Euro JPY, the market from this liquidity zone now rejecting, and because it's a long-term bull market, anytime we could see this market again bouncing to the upside based on the lower time frame levels that we are talking about. Now this is the weekly time frame. You can see where we see the market has crossed the dodges low, which in fact grabbed huge liquidity, and then we saw the market bounce up this week after going to the upside in this no man's land where there is a huge liquidity, and the price now coming down for a deeper pullback. And we could see that a little more down. If we look at the daily, we can see so this is the resistance level on Euro JPY. We see that the market is coming down, and we can expect now the price to test this level and to give us potential entry opportunity on the lower time frame. Now if we look at further lower time frame on the 4 hour, we can see that Euro JPY, in fact, there was a huge impulse with this move. The market created this movement, again movement to the upside, and the market now coming down. What I think that along this zone, as soon as we will find the prices here, we'll wait for a potential rejection from the bottom. And as per other JPY pairs, what I think that the market highly likely will come back down to test this previous resistance and support. And if we see that the market is getting rejected from those level, according to the rules of our strategy, we'll consider going long on Euro JPY with a high probability trade setup with our students. Now, these are the pairs that we are looking at on JPY along with dollar yen. As soon as we'll find, we'll jump on a trade. Thank you very much. Don't forget to like, so subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. Thank you. I'll see you soon in my next analysis.